you ever thought about what it would be like to spin in the opposite direction? Imagine everything you know about day and night turned completely upside down. Welcome to Venus, a planet that defies our expectations in more ways than one. In the solar system, most planets spin in the same direction they orbit the Sun, but not Venus. Instead, it spins backwards, a phenomenon known as retrograde rotation. How did this happen? And what does it mean for our understanding of the cosmos? Join me as we explore the mysteries surrounding Venus's peculiar spin and uncover the secrets of our solar neighbor. First, let's set the stage by understanding the basic about Venus itself. It's not just known for its unique rotation, but also for its extreme conditions. Venus is the second planet from the Sun, sitting between Mercury and Earth, with a thick atmosphere composed primarily of carbon dioxide and clouds of sulfuric acid. The temperature on its surface averages a scorching hot 900 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. But how did such a hellish environment come to be? And what role does its backward spin play in all of this? To unravel the mystery, we need to dive deeper into the planet's characteristics and history. Venus is often called Earth's twin because of its similar size and structure. Both planets have rocky surfaces and are within the same general distance from the Sun. However, unlike Earth, Venus has a rotation period that takes about 243 Earth days to complete just one full spin on its axis. To put that in perspective, its year, one complete orbit around the Sun, only takes about 225 Earth days. So, you're probably wondering, if it takes longer to spin than to orbit the Sun, how did Venus become this unique spinning anomaly? Retrograde rotation isn't exclusive to Venus. In our solar system, we see other planets like Uranus also spinning in unusual ways. However, Venus's backward spin is particularly intriguing. The leading theory behind this phenomenon is that Venus may have experienced significant collisions with celestial bodies. Imagine a massive asteroid or comet colliding with Venus in its early formative years. This could have caused enough force to alter its rotational direction significantly, flipping it onto its back. Such incredible impacts are not uncommon in our solar system. In fact, many bodies have been shaped by similar forces throughout time. Isn't it fascinating to think about how such cataclysmic events have molded the very nature of a planet? But here's the catch. Despite its slow and retrograde rotation, Venus has an incredibly dynamic atmosphere. It experiences super-rotational winds that whip around the planet at astonishing speeds, sometimes over 200 miles per hour. So, if you're visualizing a slow, leisurely spin, you may want to reconsider. Venus may spin backward, but its atmosphere is anything but passive. Now, imagine standing on the surface of Venus. Without a suit, if you could somehow survive the crushing pressure and scorching heat, you'd witness the sun rising in the west and setting in the east. That's right. Instead of our familiar sunrises and sunsets, Venus delivers a completely alien experience. Wouldn't it be strange to adjust to a world where everything appears to move in reverse? It's also important to note that Venus's rotation has implications for its weather patterns. Give a thought to this. How does a backward spin influence the day-night cycle and temperature distribution on such a hostile planet? While Venus's day side is scorched with intense heat, the night side remains incredibly hot as well, due to the thick atmosphere acting like a blanket, unable to cool down. The superrotation of the atmosphere contributes to this phenomenon, creating relatively consistent temperatures across both the day and night sides. So, while we may think of a planet's rotation as merely a way to tell time, on Venus, it significantly affects the overall climate. And here's something to ponder. What does the retrograde nature of Venus teach us about planetary formation and evolution? As we gaze toward the stars and dream of exploration, studying Venus and its spinning secrets forces us to reconsider our understanding of how planets can evolve in different ways. What might we discover about exoplanets, or planets beyond our solar system, that exhibit similar characteristics? As we think about the future, particularly how we might one day explore Venus for scientific opportunities, we're left wondering, What other surprises lie in wait for us among the clouds? Various missions, including the upcoming NASA missions, aim to better understand Venus and its atmosphere, including detailed exploration of its geology, and perhaps even the conditions that might allow for life in its clouds. Yes, you heard that right. There have been discussions about the potential for microbial life existing high in Venus's atmosphere, where the temperatures are far more manageable than on its surface. In summary, Venus and its backward rotation offer a fascinating narrative about cosmic history and planetary evolution. From its unique climate and atmospheric dynamics to the intriguing question of how it came to spin in the opposite direction, Venus challenges our preconceived notions of how planets behave. So, the next time you gaze at the evening star or read about Venus in a science article, remember, this planet is not just a beautiful object in our sky. It's a celestial enigma that begs us to explore further. As we close our exploration of why Venus spins backwards, consider this thought. Perhaps Venus, for all its outward chaos and extreme conditions, holds vital clues to our own planet's past, and maybe even our future in the cosmos. Don't you think it's time we look a little closer?